top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
So the Tulane Green Wave off. The field, and they'll have the ball first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup quick.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball soon.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. On the move. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
A first down run in the red zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Smashes it between the uprights. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. It's complete. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gators.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tulane comes to the line needing less than a yard on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Turning it on! We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's caught right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, putting air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the gun, running back gets to give. past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Good enough for a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. And the Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative.
Gashes him in the middle. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Fires to the tight end. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Brought down at the 30-yard line, it's a gain of 6. The Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to run for it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The receiver on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. Hard running there. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. To the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now he's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Colorado went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. total destruction by the Buffs in a statement win, if there ever was one. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking downfield on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun on third down. Completes it in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Going to the running game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll nose it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it for the play and for the game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself